Releasing prisoners on parole is a controversial issue. Some believe those convicted of murder and rape should not be granted parole. But government says all inmates should be given a chance to be rehabilitated and reintegrated into society. It says only a few become repeat offenders. Correctional Services visited parolees in the Western Cape to check if they're complying with their release conditions. It's part of its national festive season security operation. Ayesha Ismail was there and tells us more.
So a very strong presence of the South African Defence Force.
Led by Correctional Services Acting National Commissioner Mahote Tobachale, the first stop, a house in Alsies River. This young offender was released on parole after serving time for murder.
Right.
Then on to other offenders, including a woman released on parole for shoplifting.
Hello. How are you? Very well in your shots.
Good. When were you released?
On the 16th of November.
And while most of the visits proved successful as parolees were at home, others were not so compliant. A young man who was released on parole after serving time for rape was declared an absconder as he was not at home during a previous visit. Aware of his imminent arrest after his parole was revoked, he escaped from his makeshift house. But he could not escape the long arm of the law.
He says much longer and he's denying that it's him, but it is him.
Another sexual offender was found to be non-compliant, with his family saying he had gone to Worcester.
They have been released on parole. They have conditions that they have to comply with. We are here to make sure that they comply with those conditions. For instance, one of the conditions would be that they should not be in the streets after 10 o'clock at night. They should not be utilizing intoxicating substances.
Tobachale says parole means offenders are serving the rest of their sentences in the care of their families. He says communities should welcome and protect Correctional Services officers who are performing their duties in order to keep communities safe.
Their work is very important because as they continue to monitor the parolees, they also ensure that they don't go back to committing crime.
He says the monitoring will also take place in other provinces ahead and during the holiday season.
We will also be doing searches and inspections in our own facilities to make sure that we root out the contrabands and illegal substances that find themselves in our facilities, to make sure that our offenders inside of our facilities and our own officials are safe as they do their work.
One by one, they are marched out and given an opportunity to declare whether they have any illegal goods in their possession.
Several cells at Portsmouth Prison were searched. A variety of illegal objects were found, including dozens of cell phones, knives, pairs of scissors and drugs. How they were smuggled in is now being investigated. Ayesha Ismail, Portsmouth Prison.